Hey, thank you for clicking on this video. This is actually my first video that I've ever uploaded, so please bear with me while I get used to speaking into the void. My videos are planned to be entirely unscripted and unedited, but I really enjoy watching that content, so hopefully this reaches like-minded people who also enjoy watching this kind of content. My name is Stinky Minky. I've named my channel after my fat dachshund, and I'm also going to name my Dinkum save after my little stinky dachshund. So Minky comes from his name, Milo, and if you put Milo and Stinky together you get Minky, and then the island's name is going to be Stinky Bay. I was humming and hawing whether I should name my character Stinky, but I feel like with this channel, if people just want to refer to me as Minky, that's totally fine. I don't mind being referred to as my dog's name. Better than my real name, that'll be weird. So I decided to start with Dinkum for my first ever Let's Play series, because it is one of my favourite games. I know there's not a massive audience for it, but I feel like the community that Dinkum has created are all very kind people, so whoever does stumble across this video, I think is going to be very kind. So that's also another reason why I decided to start with Dinkum. So I'm going to stop yipper yapping now, and we can jump straight into it. A long time ago, everything went south. Almost everybody was forced to move to South City. The people of South City live cold and miserable lives. It's basically just late-stage capitalism. Most people have no desire to leave. But you do more than anything. And you might have found a way out. Help wanted, looking for a young go-getter to accompany me to my old home, Stinky Bay. Voyage and accommodation will be your initial compensation. Anyone interested, please meet me by the blimp. You leave for Stinky Bay today. I have played a lot of Dinkum, so I have probably since 2022 when I first played it, I've played like 10 different islands. Only one I've really stuck to properly, and that's on year 5 I think, but even then I think the last time I was really playing the game was the Flaming Winter update. Since then I haven't really been keeping up with it in the same way, and because the Great Bite update just released, I thought, oh, you know, this would be a good time to get my teeth stuck back into the game. And I would really like this island to go on for a while. I'm quite inspired by Dad's Cozy Games. I like his Island Paradise and how long he's had that for. And I also really like this other creator called Pixel Deuce Plays. He's had his island since early access, and I just really like what they've been able to create over the years that they've had it. So I'm not saying I'm going to be uploading for years, but I'm definitely want to stick to this and try to upload one Dinkum day a day. That might help with consistency as well. But let's see what the island looks like. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad you decided to accompany me on this adventure, Minky. I was starting to think no one in South City was brave enough to join me. When you were the first and only person to respond to my ad, I knew you were the right person for the job. Oh dear, look at old Fletch waffle on. Let's get cracking, Minky. I'll see you outside, okay? I love Fletch. She's like your unofficial grandma of the series. Oh, I really hope I like the map. Wow, smell that fresh air. I'll tell you what, it feels good to finally be back on Stinky Bay. Now, Minky, I'm going to need your help getting settled, okay? I'll give you this base tent. Take your time and find a good place for it. It's going to be our town hub. Take this map as well. If you have any questions, please just ask me. I've been back to Stinky Bay for a very long time. I haven't been back, but I think I can still be helpful. I'll be waiting by this dock until you get to my tent set up. So if you get lost, just check your map to find the dock again. Good luck, Minky. Thank you. Okay. Now, okay, the first tower's here. That's nice. It's not on some isolated island away from everything. Okay. This is interesting. I usually do make my towns like by this dock, even though they do become like obsolete later on. Well, now starting from now, they're obsolete. You don't get any deliveries through there. None of the visitors, you see them come in through there. So yeah, it's kind of pointless now. So I might make my town here. This seems like a nice central location, and it's by all the different woods. I'm gonna put a star here, so we can make our way over there. Down here is cool as well. Okay. Here's a game I like to play. I like to try and see where all the guess where the towers will be. I feel like that one's there. This one's here. If this one's here, then the other one will be like here. Oh, I've definitely got something wrong there, because it should look like be all connected quite neatly like that. But we'll see how good I got that. Go. Oh, that's like completely wrong. There you go. Okay, let's head to the star. I like to mark off the ore deposit on the map as well, like this one, so I don't have to run around looking when I need things. Yeah, this game has been so amazing. It's like a mixture between Animal Crossing and Minecraft. As you build up your town, you can create some really like gorgeous communities. I've seen some people's islands and they are just insane. And back before you had the dirt printer, which allows you to create terrain, and the compactor, which allows you to get rid of terrain, people used to make insane island builds with just a shovel, which I couldn't imagine doing. I haven't got the patience. Oh, okay. So we're here. This is it. Let's see. So down here is quite nice because it's still got the trees and some of the greenery. But once, you start laying paths and planting your own trees, you can even plant seeds. All this desert is just going to be gone, so it's nice just to have like flat, clear area, to be honest. I'll have to get rid of this guy's nest, but that's not really a big issue. What about up here? Doesn't look like we got any moose up there. I feel like I'd be quite happy settling here. I haven't settled in a desert before. Are there any moose over here? I hope not. Okay, cool. So this is a relatively safe area. And you have all the tree types around. I feel like around here would definitely be good, but I just don't know where. You could always move the buildings later, but decisions. maybe plop it in here? Thinking here, maybe? Oh, and Fletch can teleport. So this is where you decided to build her. It's absolutely perfect. Our new home here on Stinky Bay. Thank you so much for setting up the base tent. Oh, and guess what? I actually have a tent for you too. She's literally Tom Nook. I know it's not much, but it'll be a place you can call home. Now, there is plenty of room to spread out here in Stinky Bay, so please take your time to place your tent. You'll probably be visiting the base tent a fair bit, so keep that in mind while you're looking for a spot to claim as your own. I'll be inside the base tent getting things ready. Come and speak to me once you placed your tent. Once I've placed my tent and I do go speak to Fletch, the time will actually start up, because if you've noticed, it's stuck on 10 AM. So what lots of people like to do is go around, mark off the ore deposits where the dog dens are, pick up all the fruit that they can get, and collect things like cactus figs, just to give themselves a bit of like a head start at the beginning. But because, for me, because the game is like infinitely long, that boost that you get at the beginning, it is kind of obsolete by the time you're on like, by the time at the end of like winter in the first year. So I think it's just nice to get straight into the game, get the time going, and not really worry about doing that. So I'll just find some place for my tent. I kind of want to put it here, but that guy's there, and I don't have anything to get rid of him yet. Over here maybe? Inside here? How far away is that from the base tent? Pretty far, but I could have all the town in here. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh, I'll have to get rid of this guy too. That's fine. I'm usually not like, what's the word? I don't die very easily in Dinkum because of how much I've played it, and I kind of know the patterns of how the animals attack. But should I try and get it like fully lined up? Can't really do that with this elevation here. Let's see. Be something like that, won't it? You know what? No, I'll put it over here. I can always move it. And I'll put down a path and make it a straight shot from the town hall, well, the base tent at the minute, and all the way to my house. And I'll just move it then, so it's completely lined up. I think that'd be cool. And I think this area here would be quite nice for like my crafting and storage, to keep it close. And then just have like a thoroughfare then of all the shops and the villagers that come and move in. I think that's not too bad, because in Dad's Cozy Games Island, he has like just a strip of all the buildings, which is quite useful to keep everything together, so you're not hunting for people. Found a good place for your tent? I know it's not much, but I hope you like your new home. I'll tell you what, you've got the spark, Minky. You see, most people back in South City are scared of leaving. There's something about that place that just pulls the spark out of people. It is literally like what the world's gone to now, seriously. But I'll tell you what, we certainly aren't the first to leave. Have you ever heard of a travelling trader, John? Yeah, I have, because I played the game before. Who hasn't? He's a blooming legend. Trading is in his very blood. John got in contact with me before we left South City. He's interested in visiting with his shop here. I'll tell you what, we can't miss an opportunity like this. I reckon we get this visiting site deed ready for him. That way, we'll have a place ready for any visitors who come to Stinky Bay. I'll let you decide where is the best place for the visiting site deed. Just be sure it's close by. We want visitors to feel a part of Stinky Bay community while they're here. Who knows, maybe we can convince them to set up a permanent shop here. Be sure to speak to me once you have placed the visiting site deed. Okay. So, for this, I think I may keep it like really close to town hall. Might even put it in this dip here. Put it behind town hall. There's no room really. Okay. I guess I'll just put it here. It's not really. No. Oh my god, I'm so indecisive. I'm so sorry. Here? I wish I could, like, get rid of this while I'm... Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Gosh, you learn something new every day, don't you? When it's forcing you to look in a certain way, just click Z. And then it'll change the camera angle for you. Yeah, I'll put it here. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend quite a bit of time just getting rid of all this crap around here. And I may be having to do the wheelbarrow and shovel method to get the terrain how I want it. But other than that, I think I quite like it here. So we're all set at Vista, sir. Well done, Monkey. We've only been here for a little while, but you've achieved so much already. You remind me of my father. He was born right here on Stinky Bay, you know? He was a true blue adventurer through and through. He loved doing new things and keeping track of all of his milestones in his adventures journal. I wanted to come here and try and meet those milestones myself, but we're getting a bit long in the tooth, Minky. Please, I want you to take his adventurer's journal. Please take good care of it. This is your adventure now. A journal means a lot to me, but I think my dad would be glad someone like you is looking after it. But I have a challenge for you, Minky. I want you to try and beat my father's milestones. Some of these milestones are going to take a long time to complete, but there is no hurry. I'm also going to add daily tasks to the journal. These will be smaller milestones that should be easy to complete in just one day. Now for the good part. For every milestone you surpass, you'll be rewarded with permit points. I'll tell you what, you're going to want a lot of permit points eventually, but we can talk about that tomorrow. For now, check out the journal. I think you'll find that you've actually completed some of the milestones inside. Be sure to claim them. Now, are you hungry? I am. I think it's just about lunchtime. I've seen fruit growing around this island and that sounds tasty. You go and find us some fruit, and when you get back, I will show you how to craft a campfire. Oh, I've already got fruit. Yeah, usually at this point, if you do what lots of people do and you just gather loads of stuff, you get quite a few of these just straight off the bat. But what I'm going to do, because in my adventurer's journal it says harvest free bush lime, I'm going to find a bush lime tree and bring that to Fletch instead of the apples. She does really like bush limes actually, so when it's her birthday, if you give her a bush lime, she'll be super happy. Okay, there's one just below. Oh, this crocodile's gonna aggro on me. No? Okay, he's blind, it's fine. And collecting these things. Yellow wattle flower. If you get a load of them, they do sell for quite a bit. But I feel that they're best to keep until you get a billy can kit. So you can make the tea that you can make with the flowers. Because it's really helpful when you're traversing and mining and cutting down trees. It helps with energy levels. So as you can see under the heart, there's an energy bar. And with that energy bar, you need to make sure that it's always up while you're doing things. Otherwise you'll run out of energy and it's super tedious. But as long as you make sure you eat it, it's easy to work around. As you can see, eating food will help keep your energy up. Here's a recipe for a campfire. I found these stones earlier so you can use those to craft a campfire. You'll have to find some wood yourself though. Feel free to use crafting table in the base tent to craft a campfire. Take your time, Minky. When you're done, come and have a chat with me. I have a gift for you. I know what the gift is. Here's a hint. It has something to do with the daily milestones. Yeah, getting the logs is really easy because they have them all lying around. So you don't need an axe yet. How many do you need? I think it's 3. Yeah, I think it's 3. Usually when I start the game, I just continue to use the crafting table inside the base tent. What does this mean? Oh. But because I'm so far away, I'm gonna have to make one because I can't keep running back and forth. That'll be so annoying. I'm very impressed with your work you've been... What? I'm very impressed with the work you've done here today, Monkey. I think there is a great future for us all here at Stinky Bay. Here is a gift for helping me out so much. It's a bug net. I think you should take the rest of the day off. Maybe you could go catch some of the bugs around here. Or maybe you could cook some of that fruit you found. I'll figure something to do. I'm sure you will. Oh, and before I forget, take this sleeping bag too. When you get tired, pop that on the ground and have a lay down. I'll tell you what, a good night's rest was both good. Thanks for your help today, Minky. I can't believe we're on Stinky Bay. I couldn't have done any of this without you. There we go. So what I'll do is I will complete the daily tasks. I'll get my campfire all set up around where I am. I'll probably put a campfire up there and a campfire back there. Ooh. And like Animal Crossing, all the bugs and fish that you catch, the first doesn't go to Blavas, but it goes to a guy called Theodore. And he literally looks like the human embodiment of Blavas, especially with his Argyle sweater. And it's the same sort of system, but you get those permit points up in the corner here for donating. And you do need a lot of permit points in this game. A lot. The campfires do take a while to cook the fruit and the meat, but when John comes, he does provide you with an alternative method, which is better. I'm getting these cooked up so when I am running about catching bugs, I won't run out of energy. Sorting my inventory a little bit. Okay, I'll put this in here, because it is best to sleep inside, even though it is a sleeping bag and you can just put it down anywhere. I'll also collect these guys, because if you cook these up and you sell them to John, that you can get a little chunk of money. But I think since this newest update, there are much better ways to earn money in the game at the beginning of the game. So what I will look to do actually is get to the beaches and pick up some shells. The shells are great to earn money. You can't get a lot for them, but there's a lot of them. So you do end up racking up the dinks quite quick. But now there's a new carryable item which can sell for a little chunk of money, and you only get those by picking up the shells on the beach. So I will go in. Which direction should I go in? Should I just go back where I came? Straight over there and walk around here, get some shells? Or would it be quicker to go that way? I'll head this way. And I'll see if there's any bugs along the way. I can't catch the fish yet, unfortunately. I have to wait for John to arrive before I can do that. But there should be plenty of bugs for me to catch on the way. Like this guy. Very common butterfly in this game. Same with this one. And while I'm making my way to the beach, I'll also mark those points that I was talking about. And if I come across any other fruits, fly, I'll also pick those up. See, I've never domesticated one of these guys. Is he attacking me? What the hell? I didn't think they aggroed on you. Oh, that's... Or did he just not mean to do that? I don't know. I think that's called a Barracoot? I'm not 100%. Because when the Animal Tracks update came out, that's when I wasn't really playing. So I didn't really domesticate any of them. See, look how quick you just rack up the permit points when you first start the game. It's so rewarding. Oh, these guys are difficult. Yep, extremely difficult. Am I still going in the right direction? Yeah, I am. Here's another fruit called Kwangdon. It's good to have all of the fruits. So you can make a fruit tree farm, and you can keep them close by then. And there's other things you can cook in a cooking table with the fruit, like a fruit salad. Those are really good early game, like, sustenance, I guess. I'm mainly focusing on grabbing just new bugs, but I might grab more than one of a bug just to sell tomorrow. But unfortunately these butterflies do not give you much. Okay. Oh, I literally forgot for a second the whole reason I came over here. Let's get these guys. I know there's probably not going to be many shells because they spawn as you play. But there's already quite a few that are on the beaches anyway. So we'll try and grab as many as we can now. Since I've been playing, and I've been playing a very long time, since early access in 2022, I have not come across one rare doggo, and I genuinely think they don't exist. And I think all these YouTubers and streamers that are finding them are industry plants. They're lying. As they're Dinkum partners, so let's be real. James is just, giving them a leg up or something. Because that's got to be the only explanation, right? I've got, like, I want to say 700 hours in this game. And I haven't found one rare doggo. I thought those shells were quite common. Maybe they're not. Kind of like rare doggos. But then again, rare doggos are so rare that one of the game tips when you load into the game is literally the game telling you that yes, they are real. Oh, I can see a shell over there. A pearl as well. I'll have to go grab that and also mark it on the map, because when you want them, it's nice to know where they are. I'm debating, should I just sell them at the minute? So I don't really... No, I'll try and get 5, because the wishing well you need 5. There we go. Oh, and don't forget to mark it. And be quick about it, because your energy is going down. Yeah, you essentially drown if your energy level goes down and you're still swimming. Okay. God, those 3 bush lines went so quick. It's already been 4 minutes. I don't like to go to sleep in the game before 6 PM. Because it just feels like you're kind of wasting the day. But when you're early on in the game and there's not a whole lot to do each day, I don't blame people for just skipping the days and trying to get the licenses in and doing the daily tasks and things like that. I didn't even realise this was yeah. See, it does rack up quite quick. just as you're going about your daily Dinkum life. I'm not really sure what to call this series. I was going to call it the Daily Dink, but I think I've come across someone before who's already got a series like that. So I may just call it Dinkum Daily. Cicada. It's so annoying how quick your pockets fill up. I'll get rid of that. Swap. My cat has decided to join me. He's been in and out literally all day today. I say that, it's not even 12. I keep forgetting. Yeah, no. That's worth more than that. Okay. I didn't get a shell, but I'll keep trying. I'm not sure the max amount that they're worth, but they are worth like a good 10k or more, so it's definitely worth it. God, the graphics have gotten so much better with the Great Byte update. And I've mainly been playing on my Switch as well, so I can really tell the difference. Okay. Just because you're new? Get rid of that. Okay, I'm completely disorientated. Okay, cool. I love the music in this game as well. So relaxing. And that's the vibe that I'm trying to bring across. Is just chill, relaxing. Something that people can put on when they want to go to sleep, or something that they can put on while they're playing the game, which is what I like to do. It's very strange at the minute, I will say. How on earth is that? I don't understand. How is that? It's quite difficult to get the amount of green boards that you need at the beginning of the game, because you need green boards to fix the towers. You can actually teleport around the island. But yeah, like I was saying, it's really weird at the minute to be playing the game and not having my usual people on in the background. So the people who have really inspired me to do this is Play with Moxie. I really like her content. Dad's Cozy Games, like I said. Pixel Deuce Plays. I say they're the main Dinkum creators that I like. But I have noticed with a lot of Dinkum creators now, including Play with Moxie, they've kind of moved away from making videos and they only stream. And I'm not the biggest fan of watching streams, because I'd much rather watch a long form video, someone's just talking into the void to no one in particular, and maybe they maybe talk about themselves, the game. They keep it as entertaining as they can without a chat helping them. But sometimes when I'm watching live streams, I do feel a bit like, can you play the game, please? So I'm not the big. I've never really gotten into Twitch watching people on there. The only person I ever really enjoyed playing, watching someone live stream, was About Oliver, when he did his blind Minecraft playthrough, because it was hysterical. He was learning everything himself. He wouldn't look at chat. He'd have 20 minutes at the end where he talked to chat and 20 minutes at the beginning, and then after that it's like the chat didn't exist. But it wasn't boring for people, because the chat were interacting with each other and judging him while he had no idea what they were all saying. But it was also good for people who don't particularly watch live streams or enjoy being part of them, because I could watch those videos and it's just one really long video that he recorded. Yeah, and in the base tent as well, because at the beginning you don't have any storage, just use these little suitcases. It's called My Travel Bag because you can put things in there, and then when you go to a multiplayer island or someone else's island, the things you put in there will also go through to their town hall, so then you can bring more stuff over. But yeah, I'll have to, I put these actually by the town hall, not by my house. I'll have to place the ones that I'm not going to sell. I've already forgotten what I've already placed. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. And if you're wondering why I'm picking up all this poo, later on in the game, you need it for crafting certain things, so it can be really helpful. I'm also super sorry if you can hear my stomach going. My setup is really unorthodox. I'm in bed with my microphone like tucked between like my stomach and my duvet. It's very professional, I know. But it's comfy for me. I feel as relaxed as I can be doing it like this. I'm still quite, you know... Okay, I'm gonna go in here and go to sleep. Unfortunately, they do wake up in the night. Unlike the wary moose that go to sleep at night, those guys wake up in the night. But I'll deal with them, I'll get rid of them. I can't have them in my town. But yeah, as I'm only planning to play one day at a time, I'll be ending the recording here. If you do want to check out how this island progresses and what I decide to do, be sure to tune in tomorrow. I'll make sure there's one out every day to, you know, make it in line with the days that I'm playing in Dinkum. These will be pre-recorded, not by much, but by a bit. So if you do comment and I haven't addressed it, especially if it's for any, you know, ideas of what you might want to see, or just anything like that, it will come. I'll make sure to read all the comments. But that's everything. I hope that you got some enjoyment out of this, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next video.